Hey, it's me, yeah. I know it's almost 3 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. Actually, that's a lie. I just didn't want to sleep. Because if I sleep, tomorrow comes. And I still haven't said this out loud to anyone. Not even to myself. So tonight, the hiding stops. 3 months ago, I started this channel. Throne and altar. You've watched me defend God, doubt God, fall in love with God, scream at God, come crawling back to God. Sometimes all in the same week. Every time someone in the comments asks, okay, but what do you actually believe right now? I dodge it. I quote books. I play pretty music. I give you everything except the truth. Tonight I'm giving you the truth. This is the story of the night I finally broke. It was a rainy Wednesday in Brooklyn. I walked into this tiny old church that's now a performance space called The Upper Room. About 70 people were there, soaking wet, sitting on folding chairs. The lady who runs it, Mara, used to be a pastor. She got up first and just said, I'm not sure I believe any of it anymore. Maybe not even you. And nothing happened. No lightning. No anger. Just silence. So the room decided it was safe to be honest. Then people started talking. One guy, Blue, an ex-con who preaches on the subway, got up and rapped about getting a wrong number phone call from God in jail at 3 a.m. I felt that in my chest. An old Jewish woman read a letter to a God she says doesn't exist, apologizing for surviving the Holocaust when her little sister didn't. A college kid came out as gay because he was too scared to tell his parents. A Muslim girl talked about how her dad stopped speaking to her when she came out as queer. But she still prays 5 times a day because God is bigger than her father's hate. And then an older woman walked out of the shadows. She said her name was Miriam. She looked like she had been tired for 2,000 years. She took the microphone and said, 2,000 years ago I stood outside a tomb. My brother Lazarus had been dead for days. There was already a smell. A man I knew told me to roll the stone away. I told him, Lord, he stinketh. Then that man called my brother's name. And Lazarus walked out still wrapped in grave clothes, still smelling like death, but alive. I've been trying to understand it ever since. When she finished, nobody clapped. You don't clap when someone hands you their heart still bleeding. After she left, I couldn't move. Mara saw me sitting there like a ghost and said, get up here. So I did. I walked to that microphone with my legs shaking and I said the words I had never said out loud in 34 years. My name is Raphael Freedom. I have preached sermons that made people cry. I have led worship where strangers spoke in tongues. I have a fancy degree in divinity that cost me everything. ... And tonight I need to tell you, I am terrified that none of it is real, that the resurrection is just the most beautiful lie we tell ourselves so the dark doesn't win too early. That prayer is me talking to an empty room. That I have built my whole life on a maybe. And the maybe is turning into a no. I cried, grown man, ugly cried in front of strangers. And do you know what they did? They didn't fix me. They didn't quote Bible verses at me. They just sat with me in it. One guy, blue, stood up and said, "Welcome to the club, brother. The company's good." When it was over, I walked outside. The rain had stopped. Steam was coming off the street. And for 1 second, I thought I saw that woman, Miriam, standing under a streetlight a block away, looking right at me. Then she turned the corner and was gone. I walked home soaked, but lighter. For the first time in years, I wasn't carrying it alone. So that's the night everything changed. That's why this channel is different from now on. I'm done performing faith for likes. If you're in the same boat, if you whisper to the ceiling at night, not sure anyone's listening, this is for you. Next week, we're asking the same question they asked that night in Brooklyn. Does God still speak? Or did he hang up the phone? Put your answer in the comments. Be honest, be brutal, be gentle. I'll read every single one. And if you're still here after this, thank you. From the bottom of my broken, hoping heart. I'm not going anywhere, even if he did. See you next week. If you're listening, call collect. I'll accept the charges.